Hey guys, Infidel1258 here. In this video, it's a clip from a recent live event on SplinterlandsTV. We're going to talk about two topics. The first 4 minutes is about the power of renting strategically to win tournaments and actually totally blow your earnings out of the water with this thing. So minimal cost, huge gains. That's the first 4 minutes. The second part is actually around using Taunt well. And we talk about a number of different taunt monsters and how we position them and why they're and not here. It's a great video. I hope you enjoy it. Stick around, stay tuned, like and subscribe, and come hang out on Splinterlands TV on Friday nights from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. to see me and Jim live. This week, just Jim, but he's giving away 10 Chaos Legion packs. Come hang out. Thanks, bye. Jim, hey buddy. I'll send you a thing right now. Jobs was talking about dropping a comment in the chat about playing silver tourneys and making choices about when to rent significant monsters and paying that DEC. To me, the amount of DEC I spend to get crazy amount of SPS is so worth it. I'd say I spend about 4 hive in rentals and make around 173 SPS on average. Wow. See, and if I do really well, it ends up being around 450 SPS. This to me is an amazing encouragement, and I think hopefully it's like an announcement that people are going to hear, because there actually is gigantic opportunity to really start having meaningful rewards with this game in a short period of time, but it takes a certain degree of intelligence and expertise that maybe not everybody's going to have. You're going to need to know how to navigate the rental market, do so hopefully cost effectively. But then when you do that, making the most of those cards by signing up for tournaments that exist and that are such can be very, very lucrative. And if you're spending 4 high, which is like call it $3.50, or heck, call it $4, and you're getting 173 SPS, which is that every one of them's, so that's $17, I think. Yeah, every one of them is 10 cents. Yeah, $17. And he said if he does really well, he gets 450 SPS. So spending $4 and getting maybe $40 or $45 worth of SPS as a result of that, that's pretty wild.
And I mean, if that's sustainable, then yeah, that's obviously amazing.
So 450 SPS times 10 cents per, yes, like potentially $45 US. Dude, good for you, Drebs. Bakuoni, diamond mostly. You taunt, usually the tank is a Kraken, so it'll usually be faster than a Titan, so it's easy to get a KO with the desert. Oh, okay. Yeah, I definitely see Kraken running around quite a bit at the diamond level. And I own a Kraken. I find it's a little bit overrated. Like, of course it's good. It's got the demoralize. It's got, I think it has retaliate at diamond level. It has huge hit point pool and that taunt. But I actually really like the taunt. I think taunt is amazing. But I actually strongly prefer taunt that I can put into like a backline position. I think the favorite taunt is either the blue one, which is the archery, or the of course, slip spawn with the green team. And the reason being, it can be put in the sixth spot, and that allows 2 benefits. Obviously, the first obvious benefit is that you can put like Grund in the first position, and you can put, you know, Carnage Titan in the second, and you get those 4 attacks from the first position against your opponent's first position monster, and that can be a real win recipe. That's the obvious benefit. But one more cool benefit that's related but interesting to unpack is that if you put a taunt in the 6th position and you've got melee monsters in the 1st and 2nd, like I just described, then your opponent, probably most teams, are going to have some sort of diverse selection of magic, archery, melee. They're not necessarily all going to be magic. That's usually rare. They're almost certainly not all going to be archery. And so what that ends up looking like is that your opponent's going to have this play where they're going to be focusing in part on your Grund in the first position, because that's their first position monster probably has melee. Maybe their second position has a reach. So they're focusing on your Grund, which your Grund can probably handle as long as you have a little bit of armor, or maybe, like I said earlier, Queen Massilia, which is a great combination with the team I'm describing. And then if he dropped any magic or archery monsters, they're going to be distracted. So it ends up forcing this wedge on how your opponent's damage is being delivered and split. That's the thing that I like most. And that's why, even though Kraken's awesome, even though, what's that one called? There's a gigantic taunt monster on the fire team that stands in the first position.
Magnor?
Yeah, Magnor. There's the flying cat or whatever from the death team. It's a untamed. Yeah. Legendary. Right there, Dark Huan. Magnor. These are great, but being in the first position, they're actually going to attract every single attack, right? Because if your opponent has opportunity, if they have sneak, if they have snipe, if they have archery, magic, melee, anything and everything will hit you in the first position. And that's why I prefer the taunt in the sixth position, with specifically either the blue Chaos Legion taunt, which is that archery epic wave brood, or the obviously the slip spawn, which I think is epic. No, it's rare.
Yeah, when it comes to the Kraken, it's a bit of a different thing, because he has the enrage and the retaliation as well. So he's kind of using that taunt as also a form of offensive pressure, because now he goes to 6 speed, 6 attack, and if they don't have force field, in diamond, then he's going to be able to hit pretty hard.
Yeah, I mean, you're right, and it really is good. This is a card, and you've heard me say before, but this is a card that used to sell for 90 cents. And that's crazy. I remember this was one of those moments with the card where I was like, oh, like, that's obviously amazing. This is ridiculous. I need to buy it. And I just wish I bought more of them. But the problem is, every card in this game, there's space for that. And then you're building out your deck and you say to yourself, well, I would love to buy more. Right now, I would love to buy some more Jin Oceanuses, which is, relatively inexpensive. I know they're going to be way more expensive in the future, but I also have to focus on building the deck that I need to have success with. I'm not just here for investment.